learn that me he cannot slay. Year after year he burned me in this grove, lifting your puny shouts of triumph to the stars. But when again he turned your faces to the marketplace, do ye not find me waiting as of old? Fools! Fools! Fools to dream ye conquer care!
We know thou waitest for us. When this our sylvan holiday has ended, we shall meet thee and fight thee as of old, and some of us prevail against thee, and some thou shalt destroy. But this too we know. Year after year within this happy grove, our fellowship ends thee for a space. Thy malevolence which would pursue us here has lost its power under these friendly trees. So shall we burn thee once again this night, and in the flames that eat thine effigy, we shall read the sign, Midsummer sets us free.
You shall burn me once again! Not with these flames, which hither ye have brought from regions where I reign. Ye fools and priests, I spit upon your fire.
Begone, dull care. Fire shall have its will of thee. Begone, dull care. And all the winds make merry with thy doubts. Hail fellowship's eternal flame. Once again, midsummer sets us free.
They call this flaming fellow Care. Sacrificed once a year, he's not always represented as a full-size adult. In fact, history shows time and again children being the ultimate offering. And on the cover of this smuggled program, you can see here, the body in this drawing is that of an infant. Notice the size of the cranium compared to the body, and the arms and hands are not yet fully developed. And if you look even closer, you'll discover a clearly hidden character. His name is PJ. Notice his broom and dustpan. According to the ancient Druids, his job is to collect the unburned bones and dry them for later use in other ritualistic burnings, which is where we get the word bonfire. Bohemian Grove is not the only base camp for practicing the dark arts. This windowless structure is home to one of Yale's oldest traditions, the secret society known as Skull and Bones. This group is so small that only 15 seniors are picked a year, which means there can only be 800 living bonesmen at one time. If you're lucky enough to be chosen or tapped, you'll be led through a series of macabre and age-old rituals involving humiliation, mock torture, and finally pleading the Bones Oath of Omerta, silence.
You both were members of Skull and Bones, a secret society at Yale. What does that tell us?
Not much, because it's a secret.
Is there a secret handshake? Is there a secret code?
I wish there were something secret I could manifest.
322, a secret number?
There are all kinds of secrets, Tim, but one thing is not a secret. I disagree with this president's direction that he's taking.
You were both in Skull and Bones, the secret society.
It's so secret we can't talk about it.
What does that mean for America? The conspiracy theorists are going to go wild.
I'm sure they are. I don't know. I haven't seen the web.
Number 322?
There are secrets that George W. Bush guards at least as carefully as any entrusted to a president. Secrets he's forbidden to share even with the vice president. Secrets he's held ever since his days at Yale, where in his senior year, like his father and his grandfather, he belonged to Skull and Bones, the elite secret society whose members include some of the most powerful men of the 20th century. All bonesmen, as they're called, are forbidden to reveal what goes on in their inner sanctum, the windowless building on the Yale campus called the Tomb. There are conspiracy theorists who see Skull and Bones behind everything that goes wrong and occasionally even right in the world. Apart from presidents, Bones has included cabinet officers, spies, Supreme Court justices, statesmen, and captains of industry, and often their sons, and lately their daughters. A social and political network like no other. And to a man and woman, they've responded to outsiders with utter silence.
It is said that the fraternity of Freemasonry was started in 1717, after the formation of the Grand Lodge of England. But its traditions go back to the builders of King Solomon's Temple in 960 BC, when the master builder was betrayed by fellow workers and brutally murdered. Even today, new members participate in this reenactment to show their devotion to the Brotherhood. On the surface, lodges can seem harmless and in most cases helpful to communities. But according to Albert Pike, which many lodges agree is revered as one of the greatest Freemasons to ever live, said on page 213 of Morals and Dogma, every Masonic lodge is a temple of religion, and its teachings are instruction in religion. And on July 14, 1889, issued formal writing instructions to the 23 Supreme Councils of the world. To you, Sovereign Grand Inspectors General, we say this that you may repeat it to the brethren of the 32nd, 31st, and 30th degrees. The Masonic religion should be by all of us initiates of the high degrees maintained in the purity of the Luciferian doctrine. Yes, Lucifer is God, and the true and pure religion is the belief in Lucifer. Completed in 1995, the Denver International Airport is today one of the most costly, blundered, and mysterious airports ever built. Shrouded in controversy from its conception, the people of Denver wondered why it was built in the first place, when Stapleton International was more than capable of handling commercial flight. Offering no updated technology or any improvements at all, the total cost was estimated to be $1.8 billion. But reached a staggering $4.8 billion after completion. One reason for the rising cost was a group of 5 buildings, 8 stories tall, that were inspected and condemned due to shoddy workmanship. So instead of demolishing them, they buried the structures under the airport. The same is true of several runways that were built in the wrong place. They were also buried. And you can't help but notice, when flying over the airport, the layout of the runways closely resembles the symbol of a swastika. Then there's the baggage debacle. The baggage system was so poorly built, opening day was delayed in order to bring in the National Guard to help sort luggage. A new system was later built, again, underneath the existing one. In fact, people say it resembles a military base more than an airport. And why is the barbed wire facing in instead of out?
Too many people.
Another mystery is, why build it so far from any town? In fact, it's 10 miles from the nearest filling station. Built on 53 square miles of land, it's reported from workers